Let's talk about random sampling and permutation. Permutation basically means just reorganizing. Let's initiate a data frame so that we can explore this. There are a couple of techniques we can use here. Let's look at them one by one, and then we can stitch them together. This pandas take method, it's a simple way to grab elements out of a data structure based on the index. Let's remove this axis 1 for a moment. And here we've simply taken the 0 and the third index rows. If we put axis equals 1 back in here, you can predict what's going to happen. We get the 0 and third column rather than the 0 and third row. Now there are two NumPy methods we can use together to get a set of random numbers within a certain range. We can use np.random.permutation, and let me output this. And what that does is it starts at 0 and goes through 9. It just randomly organizes those numbers. Down here, we're using the pandas take method, and we're just creating a permutation. And by running these two together, we take a permutation from our perm data frame. And it randomly rearranges those. We'll run that again, and again, and again, and every time we get a different permutation. What if we want a random sampling instead of a simple permutation? Rather than using the take method here, we use the sample method. We just tell pandas that we want 6 samples, and it takes 6 random samples for us. If we wanted 10, do that, and this sample method does the exact same thing that take together with the random permutation will do. There's another parameter that the sample method will take. It's replace equals true. If we run this, you'll see that it's going to allow duplicates to be included in this random sampling. Here we have 4 zero-index rows. It allows replacements to be true. Drop this back down to 6, and it's just going to take 6 random samplings. It's going to take 6 samples, but it's going to allow redundant copies. Let's look at creating dummy values, or what we can call indicators, and this is a method used for one-hot encoding. Let's create another data frame here called dumb data frame, because we're going to create some dummies here. Notice what happens when we run this get dummies method on the key column of our data frame. This has taken every unique value in the key column. A, B, and C are all unique. You can see them here. For each unique value, it's given it a code. So the code for an A is 100. Here's another A at index 5, and here's another 100. It's the same code. Here's the code for a B, 010. There's 2 B's in a row right here, and the key for the C is 001. If we remove the prefix argument and run it again, we just get ABC instead of key underscore ABC. We put that back, run it, then the column heads here are modified. And once we have this, we can concatenate our dummies together with our original data frame like this. We can also use merge and get the same result. But using join gives us even more selection because we can align our encoding with a specific column. Here we're selecting just the key column, and if we run that, you'll see that the coding is a lot easier to see without the interruption of other columns that are irrelevant to our encoding. So this is much easier to read.